I say? I'm out in the baby trying to get paid. Look what I made. Thousands of people are knowing this J. I never change. Put myself back in the minimum wage. Gotta keep all of this crunch time. Eating these rappers is lunchtime. You the man only sometimes. End your career with a punchline. The industry told me it's the front lines. You never mind. Getting money in my bloodline. Talking on my mind. Keep with a rip. Don't want to talk if it ain't about a dip. The name will be real quick. Ain't gon' stop till my net worth millions. Going school, I drop down. They try to read when I drop with the top down. Get me on stage, I rock out. Every day money can't break, no timeouts. Change up quick, they signed already. Tryna hear my line now. Thinking I'm come find out 1v1, you girls like a wide out. Studio been my hideout. Can't shed tears, mama ain't no cry now. Team gotta pass your tryouts. Booming this like Metro, groupies on me, that's fine, don't sweat those. Been on, keeping my head strong. My dog ain't talk about Petco. Brand new ones, they retros. Live fast, I ain't on set my headstone. Stop been grown. You ain't getting money, been frank in the friend zone. I ain't never switched up with a family. Be talking to net at me. Gotta watch my.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Today, two NFC clubs going head-to-head, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Detroit Lions. Gamble here right off the bat, an onside kick to begin the game. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The punter, Jack Fox, has us ready to go, and we are underway here at Ford Field. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. With Pollard to begin the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They go back to Pollard on second down. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Faced for their first third down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen third down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board. They're able to avoid that 3 and out. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ferguson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard, 40 yards. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. They'll roll him out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Pollard will take it up the gut. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Lamb will go in motion. On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. The slot man in motion right. And Prescott, he's going to change things up here. On third down, it's Pollard. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn it loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the 10 yards. Out of the gun to give to Pollard. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Second and 6 with the ball on the 7. First carry for their fullback. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up the third down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, hone in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
no habla, entonces escribe. Es estúpido de tu parte.
The throw on second down is gone. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Goff on first down. That pass caught. It's Williams. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And this may be the one to build on right here. It's the second quarter. They've got nothing on the scoreboard as of yet. They need to put something together, and this is a good start as they get the completion there for good yardage and the first down.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw going into the hands of Williams. 2nd down and 6 now. Again, Goff. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Here's Goff. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, 42 yards. And the Lions are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Throwing. Prescott. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on 4th down. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 51 yards on the punt there. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. The final shot before break here. Goff. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
It's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And a great return here gets us one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks, 26 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Aubrey now for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game. Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Here's Goff now on second down. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but but they allow the conversion.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
It's caught inside the 25. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Goff. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Goff going to shift him around. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
And the big loss here as he's taken down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. In motion left goes Reynolds. Here we go on 4th. Goff. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
A give to Pollard running left. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Pollard again. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. So they went a little cautious there on 3rd and long.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Remember, they're playing with a lead right now. So getting a 1st down, yes, that would be great. But even more importantly, take care of the football. No turnovers, no big plays for the other team, and keep the clock moving.
Yes.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Here's Raymond bringing it out. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive in a relatively quick manner. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused.
Niño, estoy aquí en el juego de extra y suerte cuando me lo tocó. Gracias, Dios mío, por darme una madre tan bella. Ay, Dios, madre. No.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. First down. Here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And this will wind up a Lions first down as the tackle
¿Cuál de la muchacha que se mudó?
Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
El colmo de los colmos.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. A big play here. 3rd and 2. Off play action. Here's Goff. Rolling to his right.
No fuimos, Goff. No fuimos.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Goff. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. But they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Goff now looking to throw.
Nadie lo ha tumbado estos campitos, estos locos. Estos locos.
Just feel it. This is 3rd down now. Goff now to throw. Steps away to his left.
Pero puesto esto.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Goff. Boy, stays up, sliding out of the pocket. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. 2nd down, goal to go. Now Goff. And he is going to go down, back at the 11-yard line. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now Goff on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Here's a big one. It's 4th and goal. One last throw here for Goff. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.